Sometimes it's not easy to connect with people. Life can happen and you can come up with a million reasons why to stay isolated. But today's stranger, he got up, he took the initiative, and because of that, has built something awesome, a whole community around one single table at a coffee shop. Hi, I'm Matt Hayes, and this is episode number 31 of Meet a Stranger. Often here on the podcast, I talk about the little coffee stand I frequent in Old San Juan. I love this spot. It's charming. The energy is something else. And the coffee, oh my God, the best iced coffee I have ever had. And for the last year, I've noticed stranger number 31 coming by every single day with his mother. We say hello, he sits down, and then I see a variety of people joining him at his table to have a conversation. It changes every day, and it's a wide variety of people from all walks of life, all ages, all nationalities. I've joined him for a chat once, and thoroughly enjoyed our conversation about one of our favorite places in the world, Mexico City. I wanted to learn more about him, and why he does this, and why the people come by every single day to sit down and chat. Take a listen. So I see you and your lovely mother here pretty much every day at the coffee stand, and you're always here at this same table. Why do you come here every day?
It's a long and short story. I'm taking care of my mother for the last 8 years, and she was born and raised here in Old San Juan, and she stayed in Old San Juan until she was 10 years old. Now she's suffering from Alzheimer's, but she remembers Old San Juan very well. And since I cannot work right now because I'm taking care of her, I take her every day. So she takes a break, I take a break, and I have made wonderful friends here in my table because I call it my table. That's why I come here every day, because it's something to do. I see people go by, I talk to people, meet people like you, that you come here almost every day also. It's something to do without doing anything.
I love that. I love that. I want to ask you about this being your table, because I know you have so many different people that come and sit and talk and all. So, you've built a little community here inside of our community.
Yes. Well, I started inviting my friend Manolo. He lives in San Juan. He's a San Juanero. Mm-hmm. And we are sort of related, family-wise talking. And so I started coming by myself with my mother. But then, there's not much to talk when a person is suffering from the illness I told you about. Mm-hmm. So I called Manolo called his friends. There are other people that sat around us that I invited to the table. And now I have a small community of people that come to my table. And I even had a party for Christmas. It was the party of the table.
Love that.
And we were like 12 people from the table. It was the first time most of them went to my house, and we had a great time. And it keeps getting better and better, more people, and we chat, we talk about important things. We sometimes we go very intellectual, sometimes we go very trashy. Mm-hmm. It's a normal conversation, an everyday conversation that we have. We discuss the news, the no news, and I'm having a good time. It's a good way. It's an outlet for me.
Yeah.
It's a great outlet for me to go out of my house, because I cannot be in the house the whole day. It's impossible.
Yeah. What have you learned about yourself during this time from these conversations and kind of building this little community? Is there anything that has really reflected onto you at all?
Well, I knew I was social, very social, but I think I am very amicable, that I can make friends easily, because let me tell you, I started inviting people, and now people invite themselves to come to the table because they know the great dynamic mm-hmm. that takes place in the table. And I can tell you that from the people of the table, I have made friends, not only acquaintances, but friends.
Yeah.
And that's important. And that's one of the things that I have learned, that I knew I was a very social person, but now that for me, it's easy to make friends when you want to.
One last question. For anyone that would hear this and think, I want to do something like that, because I know when I go back stateside, you go to a coffee shop, it's not like what we have here. There isn't necessarily that sense of community, people sitting together and having a conversation, especially strangers. What would you say to someone that would want to do that on their own?
Here in Puerto Rico or
Anywhere in the world. What from this would you recommend to them about doing something like this if they wanted to create a new circle of friends or a community like this?
Well, I guess they have to have like 10% of Hispanics in their blood.
Yeah.
No, I say it, in a funny way, but we Hispanic people, we are very open.
Mm-hmm.
We like to make friends. We don't have any, at least I don't have any complexes. I don't dare to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
If I talk to someone, I invite it to the table. If the whole cafe is full of people and I have a seat available, I can offer that seat to the person that needs a seat. If he or she takes it, it's up to them. But a great adventure can happen if they sit in my table.
Even though he's dealing a lot with his lovely mother, he still makes the effort every day to take her to this table. And because of that, he's built a great community of people. And it's not just about that. Every single day when I look over, I look at his mom, and she has a huge smile on her face. It's easy to make excuses for why we can't meet people, and sometimes I get it. There are things that get in the way. But it doesn't have to be some big elaborate thing you do. But stop for a minute and wonder where in your day could you implement an opportunity to meet someone. It could be something easily in your routine. If you go to the coffee shop, instead of going the drive-thru, why not go inside? Why not speak to the barista in person and make the order and maybe say hello to the person standing next to you? It just takes one little moment to have one conversation that could make all of the difference. Thanks to stranger number 31 for taking a minute to chat, and I cannot wait to sit down and join you again. And thank you, dear listener, for taking a minute to meet a stranger today. So I gave you a challenge. What little thing can you do every single day to maybe make a little moment to be able to meet a stranger, to create that type of really unique moment for a conversation? I'd love to know what your answer is. Slide into my DMs and let me know. Best way to do that is on Instagram @GoMeetAStranger or my personal one @MattHayes. Find links to all of those in the show notes. Until next time, thanks for taking a minute to meet a stranger. I'm Matt Hayes. Onward. Sometimes